Hey everybody, a little bit behind here, getting out season 5 episode number 7, finally out. I've been behind because of the whole Ultron's Assault, the back issues quest, and it's a lot of fun, so it's been taking up a little bit more time than I usually have. So we're going up against Nox. I'm taking in Iron Man, Vision, and Sentry. The reason that Iron Man's in there is not because I'm going to use him, but it's because I wanted a little bit of extra damage with the synergy with Vision. He will give Vision extra power burn damage, and that's because I'm going up against a Korg on node 44. I know I have a Korg because I scouted the path, and that's what you got to do. We're actually going up against an alliance that we have some friends in, or acquaintances, I suppose. Fern used to be back in our alliance in Savage Squad, and I'm facing his duped 6-star Hawkeye right here. And then also a fellow YouTuber, TiffanyXO. She used to be in oh, I'm sorry, I can't remember what alliance she used to be in, but now she's in Nox, right? So she's in one of the other battle groups, but Fern's actually in my battle group, so that was pretty cool. I think he used to be in my battle group in Savage Squad as well. So it was really funny because we hit him up and I was like, hey, who do you have? Who's that duped 6-star you have again? And half of our alliance guys are just like, oh yeah, he's got Hawkeye. Don't worry about that. So it was kind of funny. We kind of knew which champions we had and everything, and he probably knew a little bit of our defense too, because it wasn't very long since he's been in. But anyway, I'm taking on this Hawkeye. I'm going slow and steady on purpose. Want to get to those charges. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, do you think I could potentially get to 80 hits? And I think I can. So I'm going to try and go to 80. You might see me throw in a light attack like that at the end of a 5-hit combo. All that does is just reduce the amount of damage I'm doing a little bit in order to get to 80 hits and grab that third charge. It looks like I'm going to time it perfectly. See, I could launch a special 2 to end it, but instead I go for that 80 hits and we get it done. So now it's just a matter of closing out the fight here, and we will move on to the next node. Special 3, Void comes out to do what he does best, which is create those black holes and actually don't get the kill. Sentry's going to finish it up here. The next war I brought Sentry, so that's going to be, or the champion as a 3-star, so that'll be really cool to see. The increase in attack that Sentry gets from the champion. This is a duped 6-star Mystic champion. Not a lot of mixed stick champions available as 6-stars, about the same as every other class, right? But I figured this would be a Jane Foster, and it turned out it was. And so I go in. I'm already up to 4 charges now, so Sentry's going to be hitting a lot harder than he was in the last fight. And with the class advantage and everything, it's going to be pretty crazy. So that just one crit there put her down to 50%, and if I can get the heavy stance here, it's pretty much over. So she decides to throw a 5-hit combo into me, and I thought that was a little strange, but sometimes the AI is weird. But one heavy attack, I thought actually, I must be thinking of a different fight. I thought that was going to get her. But I have perfect block now, so it's just a matter of playing this out slowly and steady. So yeah, get the kill there. Moving on to node 14, not 15. In node 14, we have a science champion, and it's a duped 5-star science champion. I thought it was going to be Luke Cage just based on the data, but we do have another champion creeping up in the ranks on the stats on this node. So it's actually going to be a Red Hulk. Yeah, I just wanted to check, make sure. It's actually going to be a Red Hulk. We've seen Red Hulk a couple times recently, and I don't know. People, I think, are just putting him on this node because of the physical resistance combined with his own resistance. But I'm pretty sure that's not the way to go, just because. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think physical resistance is subject to diminishing returns, so I'm not sure how much that helps. And I don't know. It's just not a big deal, this fight, you know. Plus, with the perfect block with Sentry, actually, the heat damage does not go through the block, because heat damage is based on damage taken by the enemy, right? So, actually, Sentry's got a pretty decent matchup versus Red Hulk if you're trying to minimize block damage taken. I do quite a bit of damage here with minimal effort, and I just need to bait one more special one, and it looks like this will be all over. So sometimes getting those special ones out of Red Hulk is a little tough. You just gotta be patient. That 5-hit combo didn't quite do it, and there he goes. So moving on to node 33. Node 33 is a 6-star tech champion. I didn't know who this was going to be. I thought this was really strange placement to see a 6-star tech champion here. I just had a weird feeling it was going to be Sentinel because you don't see a lot of 6-star tech champions on defense to begin with, and Sentinel is the best one probably as a defender. I just was confused at why he wasn't on a more difficult node. But I go in thinking that this is going to be a Sentinel, and I throw on that health boost right there because I'm going to be taking on the Korg on node 44. So I want to have that health boost available to me when I fight with Vision, because I'm going to want to take some Thorns damage during that fight. But yeah, I go into this fight thinking, okay, it's probably a Sentinel, and look, it is. And I was just a little surprised here because there's some bleed immunity on this node, so he's already bleed immune. But actually, well, I should say the global node is bleed immune as well, so that in general he wouldn't be immune. But before he can build up any analysis charges, I really got him on the ropes here. I realized that I probably don't even need to worry too much about the analysis, just because even if I don't crit for the rest of this fight, I pretty much got it in the bag, right? So I stopped worrying about analysis. I just do regular 5-hit combos, dodge the special 2, and recoil shows its ugly head. And looks like they had some suicides on, which wasn't super effective there, to be honest. Now I go up against Sergeant Sledgehammer, his Taskmaster. Now we faced these guys at the end of last season, if people don't remember, and I faced this guy's Taskmaster before. It looks like he's got suicides on as well. I can see the Liquid Courage poison. I think people may be thinking that since there's bleed immunity that the suicides are a good idea. I still don't. Its recoil is the big problem. Look how much damage recoil does. Look, so my 5-hit combo did about the same damage as recoil, or no, it probably did about half the same damage as recoil. So recoil so far has done more damage than I have, and I'm basically waiting this guy out at this point. Dodge this special 1, and I'll just let recoil kill him. This fight wouldn't be hard. I don't want to blame suicides for this, but I'd still be able to get this fight closed out without the suicides. But look at the damage he's taken. He's bleeding out right now, or he's being poisoned out. And I'm just waiting for him to throw another special, dodge the special, and the recoil does its work. I go in for another 5-hit combo. I've got class disadvantage, so I'm not really hitting super hard, and no synergies from Aegon or the champion make my basic attacks pretty weak as well. So we're just gonna let the suicides do his job, and it made me pretty happy because it looks like Sergeant Sledgehammer is the owner of this Korg, and it means he's got suicides on. So whatever I can do with Vision, it's going to be augmented. But I know that he's not going to be throwing a lot of specials in this fight. So not just because I'm going to keep him power drained. So the strategy here is to ignore Rock Shield completely. Use light attacks to get him down. But I don't want the Thorns damage to worry me. So I'm just playing him as slowly and steady as I can, parrying when necessary, trying to keep him from throwing specials. Just because I dueled Korg at least 10 times. I'm probably about 90% at evading his special 1. But if you play this guy like stun immune, it's not that bad. If you just play him as if he's stun immune, he's really not too bad. You are going to take the Thorns damage. You can see me, I'm already down to 80% just via the block damage and the Thorns damage. But I'm getting that little bit of extra damage from the power burn, just from the Iron Man synergy, which is pretty cool. And it looks like he is going to throw a special. It looks like he's going to get one at some point, because I don't see me getting another special here. So he's gonna go over a bar of power. Maybe I can get him. Yeah, it looks like I just missed it. So I have to dodge this, and I do successfully dodge that one, thank God. And I start over again trying to keep him power locked. So Vision, great on this node. I don't think there is a champion that Vision can't take on this node, but you do see I get clipped by that last one. That was okay though. It wasn't the end of the world. So that's 10% he just took off of himself with those 2 specials. I debated in my head trying to bait out a few more specials and stop power draining him and save the power drain as an emergency in case he gets the 3 bars of power. But it just seemed like I was doing okay. The strategy seemed okay. I dodge another one there and block the last hit, and I just felt like, yeah, I'm just going to close this fight out. I'm just going to keep doing exactly what I'm doing and close this fight out. So I get the Korg down. That was the big worry this war. I thought maybe if I potentially could give up a death on that node, and that would be really bad for this team, because we really wanted to show these guys we meant business right out the gate. So yeah, good thing I didn't die to a Korg, and that was a double placement as well. So that helped us out a lot, because every time you can not die to a duplicate defender, that's really good for your team. So last node is a Quake on the immunity mini boss. I still have the regen boost from the last fight, and I'm getting some decent intercepts with Sentry. I do enjoy fighting Quakes, even though, she's not amazing, or sorry, Sentry's not amazing versus her. Just because Sentry does do a lot of baiting heavies during that heavy phase to get a lot of damage out, and if you bait heavies versus Quake, you're really going to suffer. So it doesn't really matter that I'm not getting the heavy stance, because I wasn't going to use it anyway. I'm not going to take advantage of it. I'm just going to try and build up to the special attacks and try and see if I can launch them with some high damage right here. No crits. Hopefully that'll change when Aegon comes out. I'll get some more crits. But I should be using the dexterity trick, which is basically triggering dexterity and then launching the special while it's active. So I do lose my combo there, but I was during the combo shield phase, so I didn't go indestructible. That's the only reason that happened. Not the end of the world, because Quake, she does hit hard, but most of her danger is from aftershocks and being stunned. The last special one gets the kill, and that was the end of the war for me. I didn't get any boss action. It was another Korg, and we came out with the win. So good war to you guys over at Nox. Good war to Fern and Tiffany. Hope to see you guys again. I think you guys are due now. It's I think we're 2-0 now, so you guys owe us some payback. Maybe sometime later in the season, or maybe during the off season. That could always happen. I don't remember when. I don't remember saying it, but I did spend a level 3 health potion on one of those fights. Had it logged, so that happened. To use some glory. 7-0 on the kills. One more mini boss, and we'll keep those deaths at 3 deaths for the season so far. 2 of those are on the bosses, though, so you can see that. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up and get the next war video recorded. Trying to catch up here. I think the next one was versus... I can't remember. It just happened. It just ended like a couple hours ago, and I already forgot. So we'll get that recorded. Anyway, guys, take care. Thanks very much for watching. Have a good one.